Hi Pisces. I'm just so drawn to the light around this couple. If you are in a couple or you have someone in your sights and you're single, there's a lot of energy around the two of you here. Divine energy. Lovely. There may be some kind of karmic contract the two of you are working on, or some kind of soulmate energy, twin flamey energy there. It feels like the two of you are protected in some way. It's divinely guided. It's really beautiful energy, which is why sometimes it feels like it takes longer to get together in the way that you're wanting on the physical plane. Okay, but in terms of what you're meant to do or start doing or keep doing, we have the Page of Earth in the reverse. And so what you're meant to do is stop hesitating. Here we have him, ready to go. He's ready to provide, offer something that could be long lasting, whether it be you to your partner. But in the reverse, it's like it's just not happening, right? So what you're meant to do is make it happen. Be assertive based on this card as well. Stop hesitating. The future can be now, or the future can be 10 years from now. But if you don't ever take a chance, Pisces, you won't ever know. What you're meant to, we'll say this as well, because it's in the reverse. Also, what you're meant to do or start doing, or continue to do is don't keep thinking that you have to offer something that is going to be forever, right? Sometimes we can get caught up in the struggle, right? Because it has to be a certain way, or it might not last forever. It's okay to just play and keep things light. This energy is leaving now. The heavy energy of codependency, of it has to be a certain way, otherwise I can't function or I can't be happy. I have to have this one thing in a certain way. And so they're saying here with the do this and continue to do this is don't keep putting an energy in where it has to be so long lasting. It's okay to just go to coffee or to have a little smooch. It doesn't have to lead to marriage. This is why I say there's like this divine kind of energy around you, either if you're coupled or working with someone who's either you're intuiting is coming in or is already in your presence, but you're not together. Because there's that recognition within that other person, sometimes we feel like we know them, or there's some sort of destiny. That idea of destiny is very egoic. It's a human interpretation of the energy. And so it's okay that you can just have an exchange. It doesn't have to be the relationship that's going to somehow be the only main relationship you ever have in your life. That's that codependency there. So that's how it's coming in for me, for you, Pisces. Interesting. Now what you're meant to not do or stop doing is we have the King of Fire in reverse. And this could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But what you're meant to not do is have the dude kind of attitude. Like, it's all cool, hey, what's up, fist bump kind of thing, regardless of whether you're female or male. It's, don't do that. That's not who you are. It feels artificial. The other person understands that that's not who you are. Don't pretend that things are superficial when there's not. Again, whoever this person is someone important to you. You recognize in them there's something there. They recognize it within you. So pretending that it's just, dude, hey, what's up? It's artificial, and it's just not going to work. It doesn't mean that you have to be like, you're the one for me forever. It just means that you have to honor the energy between the two of you. Don't try to make it into something else. And then we have the Seven of Air here in what you can expect regardless, which I do like to see it in the reverse. It does look like something may be returned to you in love. And if it's not a physical thing, it could be that an element of your relationship with your partner returns during this time frame. Something that maybe the two of you thought you had lost. It does feel more of a mindset, so there may be some sort of recommitment here to to what you have already built upon. And for some of you who are single, those of you who are single, it may be that the opportunity that you thought was gone have been taken from you. It returns again here, which is really lovely energy. Remember, be assertive. If you want something or someone, if you don't communicate it, it may not manifest in the way that you're desiring. Again, it doesn't have to be like, I want you forever. It's just like, hey, I feel a connection to you. You never know what they're going to say, but if you don't say it, you'll never know, right? And it feels more honest and open. When things are, you're ending a pattern where it's all kind of thicker, heavier energy of, are they going to call? Are they going to text? What are we? What aren't we? Are we going to be together? Are we not going to be together? The sex is great, but we're not talking. Our hearts aren't open to one another. This kind of energy. One of the ways in which to sever that and rise above it, let's say, is to be real, be true, and say what's on your mind. Here, this is the card of kind of waiting for alignment before you take action. And here it's saying it's okay to take action now. You've been aligning for a while, especially with this here. Don't wait on this. You're ready. Don't wait on the universe. Don't wait for the signs of the universe to tell you to go. You're ready to go here. Okay. I feel like someone else got these two cards as well. It may have been Aquarius, possibly. All right, so what you're meant to do in the bedroom is, and keep doing and continue to do, to start doing if you're not already, is, get on the same page. Again, you have to communicate clearly. You have to be assertive. And, it starts with some kind of act. You have to take action in order to get on the same page. It can be a conversation, but here we're talking about the physical and sexual intimacy. So you have to make contact here and, see if that is, your partner is receptive to that. Everyone kind of being on the same page here. This is what you're meant to do. Start doing, keep being on the same page, keep being assertive, keep saying what it is you want, checking with your partner. Is this what you want? I would like to take you out. I would like to do this in the bedroom. Is this what you would like? What you're meant to not do or stop doing is relying on outside forces to move things along. Again, you may feel, as I mentioned already, I got a very powerful feel of this couple being protected, divine coupling of some sort, karmic contracts being worked out. I've already mentioned it. And sometimes we feel like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, it's divine timing, all of that, which sometimes is true, but not now. Now is not the time to rely on that. Now is the time to be assertive. If you are wanting love to progress in some way, it is up to you. Here, Pisces. You cannot do it wrong. It's completely up to you. We co-create in every single given second. So just know that. But by waiting for a sign or waiting to be completely aligned, you may not have it occur during this time frame. And what you can look forward to regardless, especially in the bedroom, is a degree of unorthodoxy, mixing things up, doing things a little differently. But you have to be assertive. You have to say what you want, get everyone on the same page. Do you want to try this? Don't just, feel around and see if your partner's okay with that. Like you gotta keep the communication going, and you may be, you may have an experience that is something different than what you guys have been doing traditionally, which could be super fun here for you and for your partner. And if you are single, it may also be that you have an opportunity here to date or go out with someone who has who would not be your normal type, it would be a very different kind of experience for you. It wouldn't be the traditional person that you would normally go out with. There's an opportunity here to do something very different, be with someone who's very different than yourself, which is super fun. Okay, Pisces. I think I'm going to close out your reading there. I hope that you found it helpful. There's a lot of wonderful energy for you. You may want to listen to this reading once or twice, because there's a few different messages in there that I may not have articulated exactly as the guidance system would have wanted, but I did the best I could with the messages as they came through. And anyway, so I hope you found that helpful. I wish you much love as always. Happy holidays, Happy New Year to everyone.